to another, what was it, episode? Not really an episode. Another video.
Another video, yeah.
Welcome to another video.
Trying to make YouTube money.
Just trying to make it on YouTube, really. Just piling up loads of crap on there.
Just been racking our brains for another video.
This will do. Basically, the other day we posted something on Instagram, and it was what would you rather spend 30 grand on? Would you rather spend 30 grand on a brand new A-Class, which is out now, which you can buy? Or would you rather buy a 45 or any AMG, which you got quite a lot of responses on, and it made us think there's actually quite a good video here, because a lot of people kind of get dived in thinking, you know, a new Merc's the best way to go, but where there are actually really good deals on used AMGs. So we thought, you know, we'll compile a video and see what you can get for 30 grand and how much fun you can have. And if you watched our last video, you can see what you can get for 30 grand from an A-Class, right? Which I think is a fair comparison. So what we'll do is we'll just get into the video, yeah? Trim.
Outside of the car, the performance of the cars, what we want.
We've done loads of videos regarding performance of these cars, but
the thing is though, when I've spoken to people and they've had a C-Class coupe, and I straight away I thought to myself, you know, that's really cool, I like that. Yeah. And then they're loving it for the first, I'd say, couple of weeks, but after that they get used to it and it just looks like a normal car. Yeah. Whereas mine keeps me smiling. Yeah. Yours keeps you smiling. I was driving, I look in my rearview mirror, he's right up my backside, and I can see him just smirking, trying to overtake me. See, there's things like that. And also, like, I see, you know, there's other people in the world, and obviously if you're watching this video, you obviously like cars. There's other people on the road who like cars as well. When they see yours, I've had the thumbs up, you know, I've had that.
People appreciate the cars a lot more, don't they?
Yeah, and you think you're just driving around in an executive A200. Yeah. You think someone's going to do that to you? Yeah. No. They're just going to think you're
It's not all about being posy though, is it? Like, that's quite like, I don't know.
It's not about being
Some people think it's posy, but
it's passionate.
It's where if you like cars or not. But I think that's what the difference is. Some people who don't really care about cars just want a new car. Do you think?
Yeah, that's a
so when we say like, well, why didn't you just spend like the same money and get a car which is 2 years older but like such better spec or performance? But maybe people aren't just not interested. They just want a brand new Merc and that's it.
I think that is the case as well. Or they probably don't want something as flashy.
I mean, the AMG, like the V8 models, maybe a bit different because the running costs are so high. Yeah. Like the tax can be like £500 a year. Like miles per gallon is terrible, but these actual 45s, they're not bad. So
they're not far off a normal.
You know, yeah, exactly, yeah. So I mean, we've said it before. I can get 40 miles per gallon on a long journey on mine, which is good. You could probably get like what 50, 60 in a A200, so it's not like miles off. No.
But obviously, like we keep saying in our videos, you know, the costs are only going to be as bad as you drive the car. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You drive it as you would have driven a normal Mercedes, like A-Class. Yeah. You're going to be fine. Yeah. But you know, you can punch it if you really want to. Yeah. And I think the biggest benefit is like these cars are built to be thrashed. Yeah. So I think they'll be more hard during. Like, durable. Yeah.
They're not going to go wrong as much. It's not like you can, if you were to like thrash around an A200 constantly, eventually something's probably going to give.
Especially if it's a 1.3.
But in these cars, they're built for it, so they're just a lot more. What's the word? Bulletproof. Yeah, that's bulletproof.
So they're
not actually bulletproof, but
don't try it at home.
Bulletproof's like what I mean. So guys, what can you actually get for 30k in terms of cars? Bad. Terry said in the intro, 30 grand is a brand new A-Class. 30 grand can also get you a used A45 or CLA45 or some of the AMG models, or even a high spec other used model. Like, do you think it's best to just have a brand new car, or do you think it's best to have something that's used?
Now, there are pros and cons to both concepts of models. So for example, if we talk about the pros of buying a brand new car, and we're saying the A-Class because you can get a decently spec'd A-Class for about 30 grand.
Yeah, new shape.
Yeah, the new shape, if you've seen the last video, you know, it's got MX
MBUX, yeah.
So it's basically like having Siri in your car.
All the technology.
Dual screen. It's so much technology. You know, it's a smaller engine for an A200, 1.3, but it's 160 brake horsepower. So again, the positives there is your insurance is going to be low, your road tax is going to be low. But then when you think of the cons of it is, you're getting a bit mugged off. An A200, it's a 1.3. Normally the old model was, the predecessor was A200, and it was a 2 litre.
Was it a 2 litre?
Yeah, I
think so.
Good one.
Probably isn't, but yeah, it's 2 litre.
But there are pros as well. Again, with buying an AMG, the pros are, you know,
performance.
Exactly, performance, looks.
Hindsight.
And what seems to be the thing is the AMG models always have the newer technology compared to its model it's based upon. So my one, for example, has collision resistance. Yours has it as well.
Yeah.
Mine has command, which is almost like MBUX but not as intelligent.
Yeah.
But the main thing is it's not lacking in technology, which I think is the main thing.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
So the question is what would you have? Like, I know me and Brad are saying like 45 models. I mean, I would even happily take a C63 coupe.
Yeah. Well, the old shape.
The old shape. The other thing is that is quite dated inside. But the best thing I think about these cars is you see someone in a brand new A-Class, so they're gonna think they're the dog's bollocks driving around in a new car. You literally downshift it and go past them, and then you just crushed them. They're not going to keep up with that. 160 brake horsepower.
I think that's the difference. Like the A-Class, like it's brand new, and you're probably going to think, oh yeah, it's a brand new car. But at the end of the day, these cars are going to be getting a lot more looks than a new A-Class. It's the same with loads of things. We've always said this, haven't we, when we're at school and stuff. Like, why would people go and buy like a brand new car when for this, like, say you go and buy a brand new 50 grand car, when for the same price you could get something which is much better, which is like 2 years old.
Yeah.
We've always said it. But some people just like having new cars, and you can get some good deals on new cars, but you can also get new deals on old cars. So
yeah. So let's just sum up this video. Like, you know, we just want to do a quick video. You know, if you haven't seen our post,
pointless video.
We just want to get our views up. If you haven't seen our post, honestly, check us out on Instagram. You know, let's talk about it. I'll try to put a link in here if I can figure out how to do it. You know, you see the discussion that people are having and why they think, you know, they prefer their AMGs or any other sports car compared to a standard car. Yeah. Personally, like when we were younger, we didn't get it. We were like, well, why? You know, his dad would have come in a new C-Class, and we're like, you can get an RX-7 Veilside, which we used to like. He's like, you can get one of those for the same price. But then it does come down to...
Our school days were literally just spent on Auto Trader.
Yeah.
Business lessons, 45 minutes on Auto Trader, 5 minutes of copying somebody else's.
We had an exam once in ICT, and I got the highest grade, which was an E in the whole class of 30, and that is because we were printing off work for other people or on Auto Trader in this exam.
In the exam on Auto Trader. That's the passion right there. Much more fun out of something like this if you were to just like even test drive it, but it's really hard for us to. I think some people just aren't into cars, like they just don't care.
It frustrates me,
and I just think why. But some people,
it's like when you see someone with a brand new, they say C-Class, but they have those alloys which are tiny and they're like huge rubber tires,
like the blue efficiency ones.
That just annoys me. Just don't buy the car just to be like, oh, well, the new Mercedes.
But then if you're doing like, it's just a company car and you're doing a lot of motorway mileage,
don't care. Change company because your company's cheap.
Don't care.
But to sum it all up, you know, right? Let's pick up points, right? So buying a new A-Class, positive points.
Brand new.
Yep.
All the technology, the latest technology.
Good deals at dealership.
Good deals. You've probably got for what, 3 years no MOT in. You've probably got some sort of service plan included, which would be good. Yeah. You haven't really got to worry about tyres and stuff going wrong because it's brand new.
Yeah.
So quite a lot of pros actually.
Yeah. And then the cons of having that car.
It will depreciate quick.
Very quick.
The A-Class will depreciate really quick. I know the new one out. We keep referring to the A-Class, but only because it was our last video, so it's quite fresh in our memory. But that will definitely depreciate really quickly. So you got 30 grand on that brand new car. We got 30 grand to use AMG. Yeah. Your brand new car will depreciate much quicker. Just driving off the forecourt than a used car because that's already had that depreciation. So yeah, the bad points. Give it a year, there'll be loads of new A-Class. Well, there'll be loads of new shape A-Class on the road, and they'll probably come. You'll probably be able to pick them up for under 20 in a year's time, maybe.
Yeah.
Whereas these cars, you're not going to be able to get one for under 20 unless it's got like 100k on it. So,
which I wouldn't buy. So they're the bad points. Is that you're not going to have as much fun.
No.
Depreciation. And I just think, I personally think that car is just going to get dated quite quick as well.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, you see an AMG, like we keep saying.
Well, then sometimes I think these cars starting to look dated.
But you see, like there's the CLS 55 AMGs. They look dated inside, but you look outside and the exhaust, and they still look stunning.
Yeah.
So that's the negatives on that side. But for the positives of buying an AMG, depreciation's gone. It's going to slowly depreciate.
Still depreciates, but probably not as much. Yeah.
More durable, a lot more fun to drive.
Yeah.
They look so good.
The looks you get, but that's not all about that.
Yeah.
I'm don't really care about that. It's just the fun factor. I think that you get out of the cars with.
Yeah, it depends.
But it depends on the person. So you know, this video is pointless, to be honest. Still watch it though.
Still watch it. Give it a like as well, please.
Give it a like.
Got kids to feed. And then the negatives is obviously running costs if you're running it hard.
Yeah. If you're using it a lot of mileage, you know, it's
also if you've got
cost you a bit.
If you've got a brand new car and then you're on a some sort of deal, you've got at the end of it, you're not going to get hit hard by figures. Whereas you're buying a second-hand one, you probably have a final figure to pay.
That's true, yeah.
So that's probably negative there.
Cars probably worth a bit more after 3 years, whereas our cars, when we give them back, will probably be like, what, 5 years old?
You know,
just let us know
what you think, what you'd have. Would be really interested to see what people say.
Or just for 30 grand, what car would you have? What car? Any car. Doesn't have to be a Mercedes. Doesn't even have to be a Merc.
Anything.
Just let us know.
We just want to know. You know, this is our video of what we think. You know, comparison-wise, for what we test drove.
If I had 30 grand to spend again on a car, well, I didn't have it on a car anyway because it's financed. But
I know what you'd spend the 30 grand on.
What?
A new trim and some Colgate.
Yeah. So you could get a C63 for 30 grand as well. The coupe, like the old 6.2 last naturally aspirated V8. That. Some people say that they're going to go up in value, but I don't know if they will. So a lot of people say they won't, but some people say they do. I think if you get a low mileage one, high spec one, then maybe, which I'm all for that. I mean, if they were definitely going to be investment cars, I would get rid of this today and I would get a C63 because, you know, that's the only thing with these cars is that they're costing you a fair bit a month, but that's just, you're just paying depreciation. So to have something which goes up in value, like an appreciating asset, would be brilliant, but that's very rare, and normally those cars are extortionate already. So
you're saying C63 if you'd start again, if you had 30.
I'd probably still have this. Or I'd have a newer one of these. I'd get like
the one with the electric seats.
Yeah, I'd get a better spec one probably.
I think if I had 30 grand to start with again,
it's hard.
I think I'd go for a C63.
Yeah.
If
I always liked the Porsche Caymans, but then they're slower than these. So yeah, I just think the Porsche Caymans do look nice, but.
Do you know what, I think I'd do the next one up as well, and I think I'd go for a Range Rover.
Yeah?
I think a nice like Range Rover Sport would be quite cool.
Yeah, but you'd be getting the old shape for that money probably.
Yeah, again, then that's the dated, isn't it?
Or an Evoque.
Nah.
So yeah, guys, we're going to see you soon. Cheers.
But yeah, drop us some comments, give us a like. If you don't follow us on Instagram, do it. If you don't subscribe.